Days of Our Lives Rearmost News Channel's lab results prove Polina not to condemn. Abe and Kate's new soap opera. Spoilers: did Everett Lynch kill Lei Shin? Felicitations to all Days of Our Lives suckers. Do not forget to subscribe for the rearmost updates. Days of Our Lives. Channel's lab results prove Polina not to condemn. Abe and Kate's new soap opera. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Tuesday, July 2, reveals that Polina Price prayed Kayla Jonso to dig into Chanel Dimura's lab results and find out exactly what caused her confinement. Meanwhile, Chanel opened up to Johnny Dimura about having a happy baby shower dream until she woke up and realized they'd no way meet their child. Johnny assured Chanel before taking a call from Patient Russo, who was forced to go ahead and replace Johnny on his movie set. Although Chanel hoped Johnny might be suitable to join the product down the road, Johnny wanted to remain right by Chanel's side in Salem. Latterly, Johnny brought Chanel out in a wheelchair as they both ran into Polina, who offered a sincere reason despite Chanel's cold address. Kayla ultimately appeared with updates grounded on Chanel's lab results, which showed she had suffered a partial molar gestation. That meant Chanel's gestation wasn't feasible from the veritably morning, so she jumped into Polina's arms and apologized for condemning her ahead. Coming on Tuesday's Days occasion, Kate Roberts Brady brought some flowers for Polina and let Abe Carver know she was so sorry to hear about Chanel's confinement. Kate also wanted to talk to Abe about their implicit business adventure, so she admitted she was allowing of getting back into TV product, and this time she wanted to do scripted programming. Abe confessed that he was hooked on Body and Soul, so he showed Kate some occurrences and got her interested too. Although Kate had heard detergents were a dying kidney, Abe argued that people had been saying that for times. Kate got on board with the idea of potentially starting a new Cleaner Pieces, but she allowed they should do their exploration first. At the cantina latterly, Kate talked to Kayla about this possible Cleaner Pieces plan before reading some bad news. Once Kate set up out Body and Soul had been canceled, she knew Abe was going to freak out. Back with Johnny. He took Chanel home to the Dimura manse and held her as he continued to offer comfort. At Marlena Evans' townhouse on Tuesday's Days occasion, she summoned Stephanie Johnson and refocused out that Robert Bobby Steen still wasn't letting Everett Lynch out. Marlena allowed it'd be helpful to have someone who knew Everett try to reach him, so Stephanie agreed to help if she could. At Bayview on Tuesday's Days of Our Lives show, Bobby told both Marlena and Stephanie to get lost. Stephanie kept trying to talk to Everett, but Bobby made it clear that he was guarding Everett like he'd been doing for times. Once Stephanie got frustrated and blew up at Bobby, he suggested perhaps they should get her a room at Bayview next. Marlena allowed it was time for Stephanie to go, but she still wished Bobby would see that he was handling this all wrong. Still, Bobby reiterated that he'd no way let Everett back out if Marlena and Stephanie kept this up. At the Sound PD, Steve Johnson showed up since Jada Hunter had mentioned demanding to see him. Jada refocused out that Steve confessed to a crime, so she had no choice but to bespeak him on a felony charge. Although Steve remained hopeful about Justin Kiriakis working out a plea deal, Jada advised that he could be looking at over to 5 times in captivity if that didn't diss out. Steve gave his statement regarding Clyde Weston's escape in the interrogation room, which frustrated Jada since she could tell he wasn't giving her the whole story. Jada suspected that Steve was guarding Ava Vitali and maybe John Black, but she only had a hunch to go on. After Steve's mugshot on Tuesday's Days occasion, he hugged it out with Jada ahead of his bail hail, which Justin was suitable to put a rush on. Eventually, Stephanie traced Jada down and prayed her to go see Bobby since Everett might be lost ever if she didn't. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Jada will indeed head to Bayview soon, so we'll bring you more prognostications on all the Bobby drama ahead. Days of Our Lives spoilers: did Everett Lynch kill Lei Shin? Days of Our Lives spoilers see the return of Everett Lynch, aka Bobby Steen. He's been in treatment for a little while now for DID, but he's not making important progress integrating his personalities. As a matter of fact, his darker side has taken over. Dr. Marlena Evans asks Stephanie Johnson for her help. Can she bring out his kind, confident personality? The man needs an advance. Further, his ex-girlfriend calls on Detective Jada Hunter. During her time with her ex-husband, he hints he knows about a Salem murder. She tells her swain/master, Raf Hernandez, about Bobby's concession. Is the internal case responsible for Lai Shin's murder? Was he working for Clyde Weston at the time? Then's what we know about the NBC Peacock exclusive so far. Days of Our Lives spoilers Everett Lynch, where are you? Days of Our Lives spoilers report that Everett Lynch returns to the oil. The investigative journalist resides at the Bayview Internal Installation, getting treatment for DID. But his alter, pride, Bobby Steen, has taken over. He won't let his softer side reemerge. After all, Bobby/Everett claims he's guarding the other personality. Farther, Days of Our Lives recaps Joe Thader. Marlena Evans convinces Stephanie Johnson to visit Everett. The Croakers at Bayview believe that Everett could be blandished out by someone he knows tete-a-tete. Indeed, though Stephanie and Everett Lynch had been near, she wonders if she can connect with the man she formerly loved. This week on Days of Our Lives, Ms. Johnson heads to the care installation to try to help. She's been told Everett/Bobby can be unpredictable, but she's not hysterical. She thinks she can handle the situation. Still, she can't get through to Everett Lynch. Stephanie believes that Bobby Steen's sex-wife, Jada Hunter, can get through to him. Will the combination of ex-lovers aiding him lead to the advance he needs? Days spoilers Bobby/Everett confesses a crime. Days of Our Lives spoilers see Everett Lynch/Bobby Steen dropping a stunner on Jada. In fact, this week's promo caravan hints that the journalist knows about a murder riddle. But will Jada believe her mentally ill ex-husband? After all, he could be delusional. Still, the man seems enough satisfying. But who did he kill? The most recent crime was last time when Lai Shin was killed. Further, Days of Our Lives Gaby Hernandez spent time behind bars for a murder she didn't commit. New substantiation points to Clyde Weston's dead hired gorilla, Gil Carter. Days spoilers reveal that Jada Hunter takes the information to top Bobby Rafe Hernandez. Will they take the sick man's concession seriously? Everett Lynch/Bobby Steen can be enough satisfying. So, did he kill the Salem businessman last fall on the Peacock Sudzer? Days of Our Lives spoilers did ever Bobby work for Clyde? Days of Our Lives suckers wonder if ever Bobby worked for Clyde Weston. Numerous observers have suspected that he came to Salem with further of a docket than working for the small-time Review the Spectator and reconnecting with Stephanie Johnson. It sounded odd that he'd suddenly reappear in her birthplace after tiptoeing his former squeeze. Farther, numerous Days of Our Lives watchers are induced that Everett Lynch/Bobby Steen started the fire at the Horton family home. After all, he may have wanted Chad DiMera out of the way. Plus, we know that Weston wanted the companion to stay out of his business, and the pressman was writing about the crook's involvement in Salem's medicine trafficking. Days of Our Lives spoilers allude that Everett may have killed Lai Shin for his master. Else, what would his motive be? Numerous suckers still suppose that Lai faked his death to get back at Gabby. Further, he may have worked with E.J. DiMera to negotiate the task. Elvis Jr. was plugging for CEO of DiMera Enterprises at the time, but Gaby and Stephen DiMera baffled his sweats. So where does Bobby fit in? Stay tuned this week to learn what Everett Lynch/Bobby Steen says about the murder. Was he involved with the death of Lai Shin on Peacock's Days of Our Lives? Days of Our Lives daily spoilers July 1-5 Xander shocked and Stephanie scared. Meanwhile, Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Gaby Hernandez is potentially being released from captivity and reuniting with Stefan. And Brady Black tries to move Tate Black to talk to Theresa Donovan about their relationship. Holly Jonas also seeks support from her former stepfather, Eric Brady. Other stories on Days of Our Lives include Steve Johnson facing consequences for helping Clyde Weston escape captivity, and Kayla Brady dealing with the loss of Chanel Dupree. With the involvement of colorful characters like Marlena Evans, Maggie Horton-Kyriakis, and Xander Cook, there are a plenitude of interesting stories to look forward to in the coming week. Thanks for watching these vids. Please hit the subscribe button for further streamlined news.